A woman thought she had found a kitten in the forest, but a year later fear gripped her. It was a ma. Many wild animals are naturally untamable by humans. That is simply their nature. However, today's story proves that there is always an exception to every rule, and that love has the power to work wonders. The story unfolds in a small town, where an elderly woman had lived alone for many years. Her children had grown up and moved away long ago, and her grandchildren seldom came to visit. To ease her loneliness, she often went for walks, taking in the beauty of nature and feeding the birds. On one of these walks, the kind-hearted old woman discovered a tiny kitten beneath a tree. It meowed pitifully, likely cold and hungry. Feeling compassion for the helpless creature, she gently picked it up and brought it home. There, she nourished it with milk, meat, and whatever food she had for herself. The kitten grew at an astonishing rate. To the elderly woman, it felt as though a child had returned to her home rather than just a pet. It often curled up in her lap, purring loudly, bringing her warmth and comfort. As time passed, it grew so large that it no longer fit in her arms, yet the old woman found nothing unusual about it. She thought it had grown so much from homemade food and good care. Despite the fact that it had grown larger than the largest domestic cat, for her, it was still the same sweet, little, hungry kitten. No one would have ever known about this story if it had not been for an incident that made the elderly woman in Yucatan famous. One early morning, the cat's owner went for her usual walk, leaving him sleeping soundly in the closet. He loved to sleep there, curled up in a ball with his mistress, but that day his sleep was disturbed. 3 local alcoholics had been watching the woman's house for a long time, thinking they could find something valuable in it. That day, as soon as the woman left, uninvited guests broke into the dwelling and began to turn everything upside down. One of them opened the closet where the woman's beloved pet was sleeping sweetly, hoping to find treasures there, but instead, a strange creature suddenly jumped out at him. The man was doomed. He fell to the floor and was instantly killed. A second robber ran to see what the commotion in the room was, and the huge cat attacked him as well. The man barely managed to get out. The third simply ran away. When the woman returned from her walk, she was shocked by what she saw and immediately called the police. The officers who arrived at the scene stood frozen in place, hesitant to step forward. It quickly became clear that the woman's enormous cat was not just a domestic pet, but a wild predatory beast. In the wild, this fluffy yet formidable hunter is known as a Pallas's cat. These creatures are notoriously untamable and highly dangerous. Upon seeing it, the police momentarily forgot the reason for their call and instinctively prepared to draw their weapons. But the woman refused to let them take her pet. She gently picked it up and stroked its fur. The cat didn't resist. Instead, it nestled its head into her armpit and lay there peacefully. How did a wild Pallas's cat find itself so close to civilization? And how did a lonely woman manage to tame such an untamable creature? It is well known that Pallas's cats cannot be tamed. How this happened remains a mystery, but one thing is certain: the kindness and gentle care of a human can work wonders. The deep love this woman gave brought about a true miracle. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.